Warrant Officer, I had viewed the cell phone, made the picture wide, and I came to a conclusion, as I put it to you, that that cell phone is a Samsung S4 cell phone.
Warrant Officer, if you look at one like I share that Ibiaka Atolusa Society, Meheka, Gatoya, or Selfish Manamana, Kise Transfer, cell phone in a decent S4. Go to her. I hear you. What you ever got was what you want, Katari, the second was a company of Holiday Food, what you was trouble with the cell phone.
I'm also going to argue, Warrant Officer, later on, that the allegations which are contained in count 3 of the indictment, that the witnesses Kelly Kumalo and Gladness Kumalo were robbed of the cell phone, the S4 Samsung cell phone, by one of the intruders who had dreadlocks, is not a correct version, because the said cell phone is depicted in one of the photos that you took on the 27th of October 2014.
Once again, this is speculation from council side. I think it's a matter that can best be left for argument.
Apparently there's only one cell phone like that in the whole world, according to how I follow your argument.
I'm following the reasoning based on the state case.
I'm also following your reasoning.
Yes.
I'm going to put it to the witness, that's charge 3, which relates to the robbery of a cell phone. Has no merit because the cell phone is in the house, there, taken in the photo and depicted in the photo you took.
Yes.
That's how you argue.
Yes, I'm arguing along those lines, madam. Thank you.
That's why I say maybe it's the only cell phone in the world.
Yes. We don't know what happened to it.
Yes.
Yes. I'll further argue, Warrant Officer, that there was no robbery in the house on the 26th of October 2014.
Yes, I hear that. I understand that. This is a lot of what when I also let her get every Sunday and don't let her go to May 26th of October 2014. I'll send it to the foundation.
I'll further put it to you that, Warrant Officer, that your photos, that is Exhibit C of the record, are not the true reflection of the photos that you took on the day in question, that is the 27th of October 2014.
Exhibit C, how we are in it. Has this transfer safe and letting a couple of Sunday, Sabi never told one of the one that got fed up on a money, to the 26th of October 2014, 26th of October.
On the 27th of October 2014.
27th of October 2014. If that is what you're saying, I don't know what to say. How can that be happened? You might have to find that over
and your version, Warrant Officer, is falling like a deck of cards.
Yes?
Your version is falling like a deck of cards.
The deck of cards.
As a good policeman, I don't know what the basis for that submission is, but we are of the respectful submission that perhaps it's a matter that can be left for argument based on the facts, but at this stage, there's really no basis for making that submission.
Yes, Mr. Fumana.
My Lord, unfortunately, I'm not complete with my cross-examination. It's part of the submission.
I never stopped you.
Yes. No, thank you, my doctor.
Please.
Thank you.
There's one thing I will never do.
I know
with my
that.
experience.
Yes, I know
Stop
that.
that counsel from cross-examining. I'll never do it. Doesn't matter whether the cross-examination goes east, west, south, or north.
Yes, I've also
or up.
Yes, I've also experienced it with you.
Yes.
Thank you. Warrant officer, please, I'm still busy with the photos. I see that they are no longer appearing on the screen. Can we go to the previous photo before that one? Can we go to the previous photo before that one? Warrant officer, you see that in front of the TV stand there is a tin there. You see that tin?
Yes, I can see the tin. You have a little tin in the corner and I found the TV stand up.
Can we then now move to photo 15 of the photo album of Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla? Warrant officer, do you also see the very same tin? It is now in the kitchen.
Well, one of the notes in yes, I can see.
Maybe not the very same tin, but a similar tin. One can say is the very same tin that was in the previous photo.
What does that tin contain, Mr. Numa?
My daughter, I've also viewed that tin. It's a Nestle.
Hello?
It's a Nestle. It's a milk.
So it's a milk tin.
Yeah, milk tin, yes.
Nestle.
Nestle.
What is the evidential value of the tin?
I'm going there, my lord.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. Can we go to photo 59 of Exhibit D? That is the photo album of Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla. Warrant officer, do you confirm that that photo, that is photo 59, which was taken by Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla, is the very same photo of the previous photo that I had highlighted to you? The photo which had a tin in front of a TV stand. You confirm that? Yes, photo 59.
Yes, this is a photograph that is more like those photographs that you showed me earlier.
You concede, Warrant Officer, that the tin, the Nestle milk tin, is no longer depicted there as it was depicted in one of the photos that you took on the 27th of October 2014.
October 2014. Yes, it is here.
What happened to
ezathathwa nge-27 October 2014 kulesi sithombe lesi photo 59 lelothini alikho alibonakala.
You also confirm, Warrant Officer, that the cell phone that I had indicated in the photos that you took on the morning of the 27th of October 2014 is no longer there in that photo. That is photo 59 of the photos that were taken by Lieutenant Colonel Mthatha.
That is 27th October 2014. We say cell phone ya alinga tablet snapeng se na mo kuli na pese le tsankiwa ke Lieutenant Colonel Mthatha mo na snapeng sena le yona ha e hlahile wa ne tfatsa ntho it is so, yes. You haven't got to take Leo said to me, good this is on it. I believe that the idea of the language is that's a problem. We are Lieutenant Colonel
Warrant Officer, you will agree with me, if you can, that it seems like there was a movement of items in the house when you were still there on the crime scene. I'm basing this because the photos that I indicated to you, the photos that you took on the morning of that day, with reference to the cell phone as well as the nursing tin that is now found in the kitchen, those items are not amongst the items that are depicted on photo 59 of Exhibit D.
Exhibit D, photo 59. Cell phone, Leona Harris, sa 59. Ego tadumela lena hubona hala ekaren dinto dinedi tsamata mai tsodi tso mona di lewa mani so mona di lewa mani mo kadimela lena ona mo
ke tsepa hore dinto tse ba di mobileng ke dinto tsene ba di hloko tsona le lebisi la ngwana ke a bona lena le value for evidence.
I should think that the items that were moved around in the house, such as that milk tin, it was an item that was needful for them to move it because they needed it at that time. So I couldn't attach any evidential value on that particular tin.
And the cell phone, the investigating officer, we are coming to the cell phone the investigation.
As far as my memory serves me well, the cell phones or the investigations pertinent to the cell phones, it was the responsibility of the investigating officer. The investigating officer, the one that did further investigations pertaining to the cell phones. My cell phone. Ngasho ukuthi lona senikala uyena umuntu bekubekisela phambili ke uphendlo lwakhe ukuthi asebenzane okanye asebenze ngama cellphone.
Officer, I will now move on to Exhibit C4, which is the registers that were provided.
C4, il the register the number of the
Warrant Officer, just to refresh your evidence, is it correct that you told this court in your evidence in chief that you received a call from Brigadier Ndo? At that time, you were at your home on standby duties.
That is indeed so. Yeah, but this is going to be standby. It's a car.
Is it also correct, Warrant Officer, that you told this court that from the scene, that is on the morning of the 27th of October 2014, you had to leave this scene of the case that you are dealing with in court today to attend to two other scenes?
Yes, how do ideas? Remember. Okay. Yes, I agree with you that I can remember that.
Exhibit C4 is a copy of the pocket book. That is your pocket book.
C4, the pocket book. Pocket book, yeah.
At 2200 hours 10 minutes on Sunday 2014 10:26, depart from home to Don Park LCLC 1263.
Sorry, Council, he's still perusing through this document.
Okay, it's page 71 and 72 copies. ID copy A. Okay. Pocket book copies page.
Wait, it's a first page. It's written one at the top in column 1, 2. I'm reading from column 1 and 2 of Exhibit C4.
It is not here.
Page, pocket book page.
It's the first page of Exhibit C4.
All right.
In the first column at 2200 hours 10 minutes on Sunday 2014/10/2016, depart from home to Don Park LCLC 1263/10. Yes.
Actually, standby.
I was on standby.
And I give prepare for evidence ya with a court kalbakale nekile under incapacity leave.
Now, when I prepared evidence pertaining this matter, and I was on incapacity leave during the time,
and katamea ho ema ho prepare for giving of evidence for the court.
Now I had to pause for a while. I had to stand so that I can be able to prepare myself to bring my evidence before this court.
And kaya springs who batla di documents prepare.
Now I then proceeded to Springs to go and search for documents that will assist me to prepare my evidence for this court.
And I give it Springs, docket theater in Bukile IoT to the provincial crime scene management.
Now, when I go to Springs, I found my docket. It was already booked out to the
crime scene management.
Crime scene management of the province.
And the pocket book storeroom.
I couldn't even find the pocket book as well in the storeroom.
Then so she decides already ki sokola ho arrange ho paki ba ka ho tla court ho latela selebo se ya mo se kinekina le sona ka bophelo.
And that actually disturbed the manner in which I was trying to prepare my evidence to come to court based on the condition I was in.
Luckily, statement.
Fortunately, I found a statement.
Copy a statement. In court.
A copy of the statement, which I found at the court through another docket.
Evidence based on that statement.
That is how I managed to prepare my evidence. That was based on that statement.
One statement is smaller. Statement is without my knowledge or statements
Now, the statement that I had found, I did not have the certainty that it was going to be the statement that was going to form part of the second docket that I found here in court. And that is one of the reasons why there was a confusion of my evidence towards the end.
On the same exhibit, Exhibit C4, at 9:50, that is now on the morning of the 27th of October 2014, it is indicated that you depart from office and back to Fosloras LCRC 1237/10/2014. Arrival at the scene with Lieutenant Matebula. Depart from the scene, arrival at the office. Whilst I'm still there, Warrant Officer, I remember that you told this court in your evidence in chief that you arrived at the scene of this case. That is now on your second visit around 6 in the morning of the 27th of October 2014. You confirm that?
Cabo 6 o'clock. That is 27th of October 2014. Harry Bala entry airing 9:50 departure from office Kabaka officing Kaya Honaman Kabaka Kutelako Fosloras LCRC 1237/10 2014 Kafisa Honamane Tuyamalao Lieutenant Matebula Yaba Yatuha Tuyamalao Kabaka Fisa office. I remember that I said so to NgoLwesibini ngey 27 October 2014 ngabo 6 ekseni njengoba kuvelela ke lana ukuthi ukusuka ngo 10 to 10 ekseni kusuka khona lapha officeini waphindela khona lapha Fosloras LCRC 1237/10/2014 ukufika khona lapha yana ke endaweni yesigameko ngihamba no Lieutenant Matebula ngasuka khona endaweni yesigameko ngaze ngaphindela futhi ke officeini.
Between the two times, that is the 6 or around 6 on the morning of the 27th of October 2014 and the 9:50 sorry, the 10:25 that is depicted on Exhibit C4, which is the correct time that you arrive on the scene on your second visit?
Maharing 6 o'clock, you're saying, late 10:25. Giving a wedding on I am late, I would have to get out of
the evidence in chief. As I
have already indicated that I have prepared the documents or my evidence pertaining to this case without documents such as these ones, the pocket book as well as my docket. I was unsure as to what time did I arrive at the scene of the incident, which is typical of some of these things that have transpired previously. Uthi ngoba ngishilo nje phambilini ukuthi mina engadluliselela ubufakazi bambuzana enkantolo idokethi yami bingekho kumina kanti ke nezincwajana okanye amaphepha afana nalawa le ama-pocket nawo bewangekho ngaleyo ndlela ke ngangenaso ke isiqiniseko ngoba kwakuvamele ukuthi kwenzeke enkathini eyidlule ukuthi isikhathi ngekwazi ukusikhumbula.
So now that you have refreshed your memory, what is the correct time that you had arrived there?
Jwale gore o so kgone go gopotsa kelelo ya gago ebe nako e leng yona ke efe?
Ke kgola gore go na le phoso ka entry ya ka ya pocket book.
I believe that there is an error pertaining to this entry of mine of the pocket book.
One ha ke hopola hantle crime scene management is around crime scene 9:04.
Now, if I remember well, according to the explanation of the crime scene management, they said that they were at the scene of the incident around 9 o'clock. Crime scene management,
and then crime scene mix up.
Even myself, I was already there at the scene of the incident at the time. That is why I cannot be sure as to whether it could have been an error of the entry in the pocket book or not. Nephutha elibakhona ukubhala khona laphana kuyi-pocket book ngoba ngaleso sikhathi nami ngangikhona laphana endaweni yesigameko ngenkathi ithimba le-crime scene lifike khona laphana ngaleso sikhathi.
Warrant Officer, I'll leave that for arguments later on, but since we are already here, Warrant Officer, I'm going to seize this opportunity and ask you some few questions before I sit down. Warrant Officer, let us go to Exhibit X5. At paragraph 3, Warrant Officer, is it correct that in your letter that you drafted, one of the requests or one of the aspects that you included in that letter, that is Exhibit X5, is that the forensic exhibit batch numbers PA 500 1499210 and PA 500 2087782 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 5003427115J. You confirm that?
Why not paragraph 3? Paragraph 3, for the forensic exhibit bags, nang le numero PA 500-14-99210, le PA 500-208-7782. Kao fela ha tsona di pedi tsena ne di kwetso ne di se hona ka hare ho forensic exhibit bag nomoro ya teng yona ya PA 5000-342715 J.
Yes, can it fast?
Kiyabo ngiyaqinisekisa ngempela ukuthi le ngenzofakazi zayifakwe ngaphakathi kwalama exhibit bag lawo kuya ngalama number lawo futhi ke zayivalelwe when zazisiliwe PA 500-149-99210 ne PA 500-208-7782 zonke le ngenzofakazi ke zafakwa kwi-exhibit bag yenambolo ethi PA 5000-342715.
Exhibit A1, the bullet jacket from the kitchen floor collected, pegged and sealed in an exhibit bag, PA 500-149-9210. Is it correct, Warrant Officer, that the sealing of that bag, that is the bag with exhibit A1, the bag number PA 500-149-9210, is not depicted in the photos that we took on the 27th of October 2014, that is exhibit C.
Who exhibit C, exhibit bag in ya PA 500-14-99210. High style leading a pay with saying Tanku. Thomas Never has a slightly similar le Carlo in Ayapaki, exhibit A1, Yes, it is indeed so, but I can give a brief explanation pertaining to that.
How can I really pass more than one dia forensic science laboratory already can you the forensic bag in one bag, then mention more affidavit.
Now, if I have got items more than one, and they are going to the forensic science laboratory, all of them, we put all those bags inside of one forensic bag, and then we're going to indicate on the forensic bag.
Going to indicate on the affidavit.
And then we're going to indicate on the affidavit. Izinto kanye ngezofakazi ezindlula ingumfakazi eyodwa ngesikhathi zonke lezo zinto ke sifaka ngaphakathi kwe-exhibit bag eyodwa kanti ke bese kuba nestatement okanye affidavit eshoyo ukuthi sakwenza lokho ngaleyo ndlela.
Is it also correct that the single bag where you sealed the two bags with exhibit A1 and exhibit 1, which is the big bag with number PA 5000-342-715J, is also not in the photos, that is exhibit C?
Leona begina ekgolo e kentseng dibeke tsena tse nyane tse e leng gore di tshwere dikarolo tsa bopaki e leng ya evidence bag number PA 5000-342-715J. Leona ha ona mo e hlalang go di nepeteng ka go sena peteng
ke hlalositse gore exhibit bag e re kopanyang bopaki kaofela ha e na hlaya di nepeng they mention fela mo affidavit ya ka kaofela the exhibit from one up to this were all placed inside one bag.
I have already indicated that all the exhibits that were placed inside of one exhibit bag, photographs thereof are not taken. Safe to say that it is going to be mentioned in an affidavit that all the exhibits were put inside of the one exhibit bag. That will appear on the affidavit.
The sealing
on the sorry, the witness was saying something.
The affidavit covering minutes.
On the affidavit.
Affidavit or covering minutes.
On the affidavit or the covering minute or minutes.
The big bag that is the bag number PA 5000342715J. Where did you seal it? Were you still on the scene or somewhere else?
How no sila ela ya PA 5000342715J unoleka unoloka na mali tulong ya malaw ka tulong ya tulong malaw ka unoleka how we
Kinekile msebenzini to prepare the covering minutes.
Unolim sebeting kai
The springs.
office.
Yes, I can prepare the covering minutes, then people to transport the exhibit for FSL. I was in the office.
I was in the office during the time of Springs, at the time that I was preparing the covering minutes, and further that I was preparing to also transport these exhibits. That was when I had sealed this exhibit bag. What you can catch again, Valo and seal the exhibit bag. That's the office in Fumana Iindaba. No, we will sell the organ, Genza, Gipala, Ama. Covering minutes,
Warrant Officer, do you confirm that it is not in your covering minutes or the said or alleged affidavit that you sealed this exhibit in the big bag with PA number 5000342715J?
Kapoyona affidavit yaha or wile wa sila evidence bag ena ya PA 50004275J. Nta eno ha ile affidavit yaha.
Ke hlalositse mo covering minutes, same page, column 3. The forensic exhibit bag number PA 50014999210 and PA 500208778 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 500 is 5000342715J. They were placed inside one bag and sealed.
I did explain that on paragraph 3 of the paragraph 3, covering letter
that accompanies the exhibit.
Yes, paragraph 3. Yes. Paragraph 3 of the covering letter or of the minutes which are accompanying those exhibits, I did make mention of the fact that the forensic exhibit bags, number PA 50014999210 and PA 500208782 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 5000342715J. What is the chief of the paragraph?
But that appears in the letter that you had prepared. It is not appearing on the affidavit that you sent.
No, he says either or.
Either or. And
it's documented there. Unless you say he forged it, he's lying, fine. You can go on that line.
One last question, Warrant Officer. Let us go to photo 8 of your exhibit C. Is it correct, Warrant Officer, that you told this court that you inspected the door and you realized that there was a hole in the door?
It is so, yes. You have waiting to know again that
is it also correct that you suspected that the bullet projectile might have penetrated the door? That is what you said in your evidence in chief. Do you confirm that?
I understand the witness to have said there was a possibility that this bullet had fallen in within the panels of the door, not penetrated the door.
Is it correct that you, in your evidence in chief, you told this court that the bullet, you thought the bullet might have fallen within the panels of the door?
We don't want to look back in Bahao or Ukehao or Kudo Ena, Ilea Wela, Kahari, Munyako, about the panel of Munya. Yes, it is so. Kiebo, we can say, Yen, I can control the routine. That's a day, yes, so you can come a day in time,
When you look at that photo, Warrant Officer Exhibit 8 of, photo 8 of Exhibit C, can you show this court where you came to a conclusion that the bullet would have ricocheted from the door and landed behind the glass jars that were in the kitchen?
I think yes.
Can you it later appeared, Warrant Officer, that from the conclusion of the police officers, the bullet ricocheted.
Bullet ile ya hapo kama zaman ituile screen ya water ya hapo yona tena ya ricochet.
Which police officer said that? I only remember one police officer, Lieutenant Colonel Mangani, when he was reconstructing.
Yes, Lieutenant Colonel Mangani.
Yes, that's the person who said the bullet struck at an acute angle on an ajar door.
Yes, if I may rephrase the question.
Yes, please.
You know how
the policemen said they found it or they didn't find it.
Yes. Warrant Officer, do you know how it happened that the bullet projects had landed behind the glass jars?
Well, some of them are in the glass jars. I don't know.
Thank you, Warrant Officer, for your time. Thank you, my Lord. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Sholani.
Thank you, my Lord. Can I resume after the short adjournment?
Okay, fine. Sorry. One list is working. Yes. Ms. Sholani.
Thank you, my Lord. Mr. Musia, the reason why I requested for the register or the pocket book is because you testified that you had to leave. One of the reasons you had to leave the scene is because you had to attend other cases. You remember? Just remember.
It is so, yes.
Okay. Now let's go to the exhibits. The exhibits pertaining to the cases that you attended to is Exhibit C7.
C7
I don't know what we call this register. It's like this. I think the register is there in front of you.
SAP 219.
SAP 219.
Case register. It's a case register.
Okay. Okay. Is this the register in which you recorded the cases that you attended on the 26th?
It is the register cases in the 26th October 2014.
Register is a register admin people to write all the cases thoroughly attended.
Now, this register is used by the admin people or administration people, and they would be entering all the cases that we had attended to.
Okay.
So, let register in my especially register, ilabantu base-administration.
Okay. From where did they get this information that they recorded in this SAP 219?
tlhagisoleseding ena e leng gore ba e ngola fatshe mona ba e reka.
Do they get it from the respective member, or do they go to the registers and books and then include this information? From where do they get this information?
Right, the entry tsena gore di ngwaletswe ba NgoKawe tlhagisoleseding ena.
Ho na le register, ever registering the case, new cases that are coming in.
Now there is a register that new cases which are coming in are being registered into
the SAP 219 case register.
Register.
Hunale register ever amohelang the case jail. No, I see.
Now there is a register that they are capturing new cases into.
Okay.
And Banka by a double gate, yeah, the reported case, then by the Kenya the results starting after 10 days.
And then they're going to make the duplicates or the copies of those cases and also enter them into this register.
Okay. But the SAP 219 will have the information of all the cases that you attended on that particular day.
SAP 219 ibana le yona di case kaofela tse leng gore di ile go tsona ka letsatsi le go ka date ye. It is indeed so. Yebo le SAPS 219 iqukethe wonke ama-case umuntu bengaya kuwo okanye engengawo ngangolwesibini.
Okay. Then let's go to the entry. I think it's serial number 1236. You see that one, 1236 and 1237. There is date and time of report 27/10/0020. You see that second entry from the top. Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. Entry yesibili.
Am I correct?
27 October is Kati City 20/12. Let's say.
Okay. So am I correct to say this entry is in respect of the case that you are dealing with right now?
Entry in a location in the it is indeed so, yes.
Okay.
You have an entry every is
so the date and time that is written there, is it the time that you received information or is it the time that you arrived at the scene? Second column.
Second column is a date. KCR reporter kapo office and kayo naman tulungan sila mula.
Kung ako i-fishing kayo
tulungan sila mula. This is the time that I arrived at the scene of the incident.
Okay. And it doesn't show at what time you left the scene.
I won't say na going to it is indeed so, it doesn't reflect.
Okay.
Then you
said you then left to attend other matters, other cases. Where are they in this register?
Register here.
No,
They do not appear, my lord.
they don't appear here.
They don't appear.
And
I
if
don't see them. I don't see them.
And if you had attended them, they would have been contained in this register. They've been recorded in this register.
I have no clue why I was on a Christian. They would have. They would have been reflected. Would less than they can make of them and allow a man of but they were over the probably register.
Okay. It's fine, Mr. Monsieur. This is what I wanted to confirm from what you were saying. If there is any proof. Can we move on to Exhibit C4, my lord? It looks like it's your pocket book. C4 has got 2 pages.
Yes, I got it.
This one.
I got it.
You've got it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. There is page 1. And then this page 2. You see that one?
Yes.
Okay, maybe before I proceed with my questions on this, I need to get clarity from you, because when you were asked by my learned friend, Mr. Ngumalo, you said there was a confusion regarding the content of this Exhibit 4. You said there was a confusion when you were testifying. I don't know whether when you were testifying or when you were recording this document, Exhibit 4. Exhibit C4.
Yes, I remember.
What did you say about the confusion? I didn't catch it properly.
Oh, can I get prepare? I
was explaining my condition at the time that I was preparing my evidence to come and present it before this honorable court.
Now in 2023.
Oh, not only 2023.
It's 2020. That was last year.
How no prepare
first trial
for last year.
The first trial.
For the first trial, I'm referring to when I was preparing for the first trial in 2022.
Oh, okay. What were you saying about the confusion?
We'll not have confusion in. I had a problem of locating or retrieving my docket. And as well as the pocket book was not found from the storeroom. Azange litholakale kanti ne-pocket book eyayihlala khona ngaphandle kwe-storeroom nayo azange itholakale.
Ka etsa matsapa a hore ke thole dintlha ka case hore le ke kgona ho khutlisa mohopolo.
Now there were attempts that I made so that I can refresh myself pertaining the case.
And
ukuthi ke kukhona ke okuthize ngingakwenza ngazama nje ukuthi ngiyikhumbuze ngamaqiniso wale case.
Kakopana le statement se killing ka singola.
I came across a statement that I wrote. Ukuthi ke ngase ngihlangana ke ne statement engingasibhala
ke singola ka tlasa mabaka a sa utlwahaleng.
Well, I wrote that statement under some trivial reasons. Ngenza ke leso statement ngaphansi nje kwezathu ebengazohamba.
Banene sine le dintlha tse ngata tse ne ke di hloka ka sebedisa statement seo go fana ka bopaki ba ka intšhe.
Now, given the fact that there were many facts from within that statement or points from within that statement, I then used that statement's content to can prepare the evidence pertaining this case.
Okay.
usho njalo-ke uthi ngenxa yokuthi leso statement-ke engengahlangana naso sasiqukethe-ke amaqiniso athize amayelana naleli cala ngasebenzisa sona-ke lesi statement ukuthi ngizilungiselele ukuthi ngizothula obani ubufakazi la enkantolo mayelana naleli cala.
Which statement did you use? Is it the one that you made under CAS 636 or the one that you made under CAS 375?
Case statement is a thing cellulars was set similar thing cellular was set a case statement CAS
375.
That was 375.
So when we were preparing for this case, you used the one that you made under CAS 375.
How no Lukisa we could set a case in or service in Chatham Michelle of Naman statement is 375. That is correct. What you have waiting for local Oman is going to send another to Fakas Gatitara, Gas and Saga over Ilea CAS 375.
Where in the last paragraph, my lord, that was read into the record during the testimony of the witness, wherein you said because as a result of you arriving 4 hours late at the crime scene, there was a tampering or a possibility of tampering with the crime scene. You remember that paragraph that was read into the record?
Wow, hopefully paragraph ya wabanda yona malanali juhoraten when we have to camera horaten kuna le khone ho ya hore ho ile ga bana le go tshwara go bileng teng na le tulong ya tlo ya molao wa go
ke hopola ha ke re the crime scene might have been compromised.
Yes.
Yes, I remember having said.
Okay.
Thank you. Ukukhumbula uma ngisho kanjalo ukuthi kunokwenzeka-ke ukuthi leyo ndawo yesigameko ayizange iphatheke kahle mananyamashi.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving that background, but I'm not there. I'm on the 26th of October 2014, Mr. Mosia. Do you understand that?
Well, the 6th of October 2014, Madam Sia. Yes, I understand.
Okay. And the pocket book, you will record it on daily basis or at the time when we have finished work. I don't know how you record it, but you will have recorded this pocket book at that time after you had attended this thing.
Oh no, Kabe utlatitse he pocket book ya hao. Haebe go hore mohlomong o tlatsa o le gona mo tulong ya tlola molao kapo o so qetile fela ka di 26 o no tlamele gore o kenya emsimono pocket book ya hao. Ha o jwalo
ho jwalo hangata pocket book re ngola hang ha o fihla kapa na o tsamaya mo ke tsahalo
ha o fihla le ha o tsamaya ke
record ntho e tsang ka yona nako eo.
Yes, isn't it so? Upon arrival at the scene, whatever it is that you will be doing at the scene of the incident,
yes,
that then will be reduced into writing.
Okay.
Or after you have left the scene of the incident, then you can generalize
okay.
Everything that you did at the scene. Oti unjalo wethu uma ngabe ufike endaweni yesigameko uyakwazi ke ukuthi ubhale phansi ngokwenzayo nanoma ke usuhambile endaweni yesigameko uyakwazi ukubhala phansi khona kule pocket book le.
Okay, thank you. So the reason why I'm asking you this question is because from Exhibit C7, SAP 218, the cases that you said you had attended are not recorded on it. Now I'm moving on to Exhibit C, which is your pocket book now. And my question, I'm asking you to show me from your pocket book the other cases that you attended when you left the crime scene at the Khumalo homestead.
Mola pocket book in your house. The case is the one that was on how to a man. How Khumalo get a habit. Rodika,
I got pocket book I took a crime scene in Mzamo. In Itelango's extension 14 Phosphorus.
Now, based on the entry on my pocket book, when I left the crime scene that was in Nzamo, I proceeded to Delangozi extension 14 in Foster Way. So say Manswemzano via Delangozi extension 14.
Okay, which one is that? Because I'm also having what you are reading there. Just take me to that.
0 to 30 minutes.
0 to 30.
Kulmangale entry leyo enaleso sikhathi esithi 0 to 30 minutes.
And ha ke hlokomela pocket book ya ka bona hore e tletse motshehare la ba ya ba full ka 1355.
Now when I take a closer look at it, it is reflective here of my pocket book that it was completed or it got finished. There was no longer provision for me to put some entries there. In the day about
1355. The next day I update.
Now I got a new pocket book the next day, which I updated then.
So this one does not contain the cases that you attended?
No, they are not reflected.
Oh, okay.
The pocket book yaqala about 1355. Ngamanye amazwi azange sabake nesikhala sokuthi ngabhala phansi ngelanga elilandelayo ngase ngithole i-pocket book entsha. Kanti azange kuvelele lama case engengayazi kuwo. Futhi ke bengi-update ke mase ngifika kule pocket book entsha.
When you were preparing for these exhibits and especially preparing this page, making the copies on this page, didn't you realize that there should be a continuation of the occurrence work that you conducted on the 26th, 27th of October that needed to be included in this exhibit?
How no update as well? How waka ba bona ke tloka ba bobedi o tswellisetse pele di ketsahalo tse neng di etsahetse go tloga ka di 26 go fihla ka di 27 how tla o tla mona ena.
Ke bona mo hore ho ya ka monahano wa ka ke nahane hore ke attendile di-case tse pedi ka mora crime scene ya Ertleng ka yona mo kganti ke attendile before then mohopolo wa ka o bile phoso hona.
My line of thinking reflects some error of reflection or the error of judgment. I thought that the cases which I had already indicated that these were cases that I attended after I had gone to that scene of the incident were in actual fact cases that I attended before the scene of the incident. I think that is where the error was.
What are you saying? Can you repeat that?
Entry appeal page 1.
The first entry in page number 1
on Sunday 26th October.
Utige ngesonto gate 26 is October 2014.
Kineseke update pocket book entsha.
Now that entry was when I was updating the new pocket book.
Okay. But whether you were updating or whether you what, my question is, the other cases that you testified about here in court that we have attended, they are not included in this exhibit. Am I correct?
Into the cases in a city, so
they will be in the other pocket book.
Dito side like a pocket book
the case A1 on page 1.
It does appear particularly on page number 1.
Yeah, it's 02:30 hours Hussein.
That was in the morning, and the time is 2:30 in the morning.
Address I think in Ndelangozi, extension 14, Fosloras.
And the address is that of Ndelangozi, extension 14 in Fosloras. Now, that is the case that compelled me to leave the crime scene.
Okay, that's all.
Manje uthi kuyavelela likhona icala elilodwa elivelelayo kulama entry wakhona le pocket book ileli lasen indlela ngozi khona laphana ephosphorus extension 4 ilona icala langiduduzela ukuthi mangisuke khona laphana endaweni yesigameko phosphorus ngihambe ke ngiyobhekana nalo yocala
and ka go hloka di-records tsa di-pocket book ke nagane gore ke attendile case tse pedi ka morao gore ke attende case.
Now, given the fact that I was not in, or given the lack of the pocketbook, I then thought that I may have attended those cases after I had been on the first level C, the initial C.
Okay. Let's move on to Exhibit 5. It's the vehicle register now.
Usho kanjalo ukuthi ngenxa ke yokungabi nama-pocket ngaleso sikhathi ke mina ngiyengacabanga ukuthi ngiyengaya endaweni yesigameko e-Phosphorus emva kwalokho ngasuka khona endaweni yesigameko ngaya kwamanye amacala.
Okay. You see that register?
We have a register here. Is this the register?
Sorry, this one is written vehicle register. Yeah. Can you show me?
I can see that.
Show me the kilometers, the places that you travel to from the scene. Remember, Mr. Mosia, you had arrived at the scene. And then you left. So I want the cases from the time you left the crime scene in this case. Maybe let me show you the exhibits. Maybe it will assist. Maybe you can go through the register, comparing that.
Ho ya ka pocket book ya ka asilele ke hlalosa is LCRC 1214 of 10 2014.
Based on my pocket book register, the ASIN that I was referring to is LCRC 1214/10 of 2014.
Yeah, where is it in the vehicle register?
More vehicle register, you mentioned again.
Vehicle register who entry 0930 25 of October.
It is reflected under the entry dated the 25th of October 2014, and the time is 9:30 0930.
25th. We're talking about 26.
26.
Yes.
Rebuaka 26 in that MC. We're not working 25.
Maybe it will go to the morning of 27.
27.
Just check those pages.
Who pocket book yaka kienze entry hake departure from crime scene Mzamo and kaitsa entry hake arrival go Phosphorus extension 14 but again mention criminal record center reference.
Yeah, I don't see criminal record center.
I did not make mention of a criminal record center, and that is now my mistake.
Okay.
But I only made the entry when I left Mzamo and when I also arrived in Phosphorus.
Okay. It's fine even if there is no LCRC reference number, but just show me those entries reflecting the cases that you travel to now. Now we're traveling. We're no longer recording the occurrence. We're traveling to the scene now.
How can bonza fela cases tse lo mo wena no tsamaya o tloa mahane Mzamo o ya di cases tse le tsone o re ile wa go tsona.
Vehicle register hake tlatsa hake mention the address ke mention ka reference number ya case.
Now, when I fill in the vehicle register, I do not make mention of the addresses. I only make mention of the reference numbers of the case. To get uma ngigcwalisa le register yemoto, angisebenzisi ke ama address, ngisebenzisa nje ama case number nama reference number.
Okay, maybe let me to assist you, Mr. Mosia, on exhibit C5. Exhibit C5, the page I've just shown you. You see the departure from home to Rain Park, the first one. You see that one, the first one.
To Rain Park.
Yes. You departed there. I think it's the time in which you departed, which is 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
You departed from where to where at 12?
At 12
from home to Rain Park, LCRC, back to Katlehong for standby.
Usho njalo ke uthi ngo 12 o'clock ngiyengasuka khona laphana ekhaya ngaya eRain Park kuleyo case ye LCRC 1264 ngase ngiyake ngiphindele Katlehong.
That was before the incident we were talking about, am I correct?
Okay.
Let's read the second one. Just if you can just read the time, because the date is still the same, 26 October. What's the time there recorded?
But the date is 26 October 2014.
23:30. Departure from home to Don Park, LCRC 1263 of 10/2014, and to Phosphorus LCRC 1237 of 10/2014. Proceeded to Phosphorus LCRC without reference of 10/2014. Then to Mleleki Extension 1 Katlehong for standby.
Okay. That you traveled at 23:30.
That is correct, yes. Utige lokho okuvelela khona laphana nge-26 October ngesikhathi 11:30 ebusuku ngasuka khona laphana ekhaya ngaya eDon Park LCRC 1263 eka October 2014 ngase ke ngaya futhi nakhona khona laphana ePhosphorus LCRC 1237/10/2014 ngaqhubeka ke ngaya ePhosphorus ku LCRC leyo ke.
And then the next entry is by 7 o'clock on the 27th of October. Are you still following?
Entry will have 7 o'clock, 27th of October 2014. It is indeed so, my lord. Read
the entry.
7 o'clock, it's saying 27 is October.
Read the entry.
Departure from home to the office.
Then
there's an entry that is cancelled. I'm not sure what it departs to Phosphorus LCRC 1237 of 10/2014 and back.
Entry cancelled yona ke ithi ukusuka khona laphana ePhosphorus LCRC 1237 noku phindela emuva.
That last entry is cancelled, Mr. Mosia, and there is an initial. Am I correct? So there is no need to read that entry into the record. Let's read the real one. For the 7 o'clock on the 27th of October, departure from home to the office.
Okay.
According to your evidence here in court, at 6 o'clock you were at the crime scene. Until the arrival of Colonel Msasho and other colleagues. You remained at the scene. But this contradicts your evidence. This contradicts with your evidence.
Ke tla kopa tshwarelo ka seola se ke hlalositse hore ke ne ke sena ditokomane tse felletseng ha ne ke prepare evidence ya ka in chief.
I understand, and I'm apologizing on that very note, because I've already indicated that I did not have necessary documents at the time that I was preparing my evidence in chief.
Okay. So what are you saying with your evidence in chief regarding this, regarding what is revealed now in the vehicle register?
I do not dispute that. I do not have the necessary capacity or ability to compile all the documents that I have needed in preparation of this particular case.
Okay.
Ukhona lokuthi ngikwazi ukuxoxa wonke amaphepha okanye ingxenye zobufakazi okuyilungiselela ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngizothola obani ubufakazi enkantolo.
I do understand, Mr. Mosia, but I just want to get clarity on this discrepancy. From your evidence in chief that you said you went back to the scene at 7. Do you understand that? Sorry, at 6, my lord, sorry. At 6.
I was just guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was, as the witnesses indicated.
You were guessing?
Or not guessing.
In your evidence in chief?
Evidence in chief.
On the documents.
Oh, sorry, can I get, you guess on what? You were guessing on what?
I did not have the certainty of times because I did not have the pocket book on which I had recorded.
No, I just need get it on the issue of guessing. You were guessing what?
Exact time.
I did not have the certainty of time, for there wasn't a source on which I could have recorded the time, which will have assisted me to actually speak about or mention the correct time.
So the answer, you were guessing on the document or in examination in chief?
Ono kesa kai, pampiring how somola, the entries are how kapo, ono kesa, how so you know.
Examination in chief.
Examination in chief. Okay.
I was guessing in the examination.
Okay. Okay.
What again? Me la vengan guessing in cutting through the fathers army, then cut you on chooses the end, the organ end is refused.
Okay. So, and you don't know how many cases you included in your examination in chief?
Brother, how old is it for now? Or cases the market for who evidence in chief you have.
But let's continue, Mr. Musi. Exhibit C6 now. These exhibits were given to us by the state. Can you be able to identify that register? Exhibit C6. I've got pages for the times 27/10/2014.
All right.
Have you been able to identify that exhibit? What is it? If you can just tell us, what is it?
Plan register.
Plan register.
This is a plan register.
Whose plan register is this?
Plan register.
It's for Springs office.
Response Springs office, plan register as Springs or your office as Springs.
Okay, it will also record the cases in which you attended.
Leona, in one of our cases, they don't know where I was on. It isn't so, yeah. Now you're not going to follow Panse, I'm a case in
Okay. Then if you can also quickly go with me on this then register, I want to see the cases that you attended on the 26th to 27th. First one I see is the one that is that we are busy with in this case, which is murder at 13511 Kutwanong M.
Ya pele ke na no long hore ke case e ntse le sebetsana ka yona le yona jwale ya follow hona ma 13511 Kutwanong Street.
And the other ke LCRC 1263 PR number 3869.
And the second one is LCRC number 1263 and the PR number is 3869.
Okay. At what time did you attend that?
On 26th of October 2014 at 10:10 p.m.
October 2014 about 10:10 at Sue.
That was before you attended the crime scene of this case, am I correct? Forget about that one. I don't have a problem with those ones. I want those that you left the crime scene in order to attend them.
It's 1268 reference 3870.
LCRC 1268 your PR number 3870.
Okay.
It's Asin in phosphorus.
At what time?
In Elgana Command?
2320.
2320
is the time I received.
Are we together on the entry 3870?
Yes.
Yes. The time there, the date is 27 October 2014.
Date 27 October 2014, okay?
Yes.
That is the correct date, yes.
And the time?
Nako?
One of entry on the 27th in the morning, standby. I'm sure it's a mistake.
I think there's a mistake here.
It's another mistake.
There's a mistake here. Or 27 on the salam?
I update plan register. Guys, I'll 2320 because necessarily crime scene early kayo entries are thing
the entries or the times that has to do with this entry, one may find that there is some errors there in the times.
Okay, but let's read the entry as is for the court. The entry there, it says on the 27th October 2014 you attended at 2320. It's not 26 now, Mr. Mose, it's 27. Okay. The following day, it's 23:20.
When I entry what's 27 October 2014, Nago ere 23:20.
And the second time written there, it's 2:30. The third time written there, it's 2:40. That's all the time recorded in that entry and in that column. Am I correct?
Entry Yabubedi is 0230 230 you say Yabraro ere 0240 223 Kakulumun ena. It is reflected, yes, that is true. So in category 2320 as in this city 230 as in university 240.
And the time written here, 23:20, is not the time in which you attended this case.
23:20, as you know, going on where we live,
because
It is true, yes. And the mistake or the discrepancy is visible here. Or reflected.
And then, and the entry that you have also referred this court above that one, 1263, you see that one? 1263, 3869.
Yeah.
That's the entry recording your work.
Well, yes, I can see that. The entry we are 1263.
And reference there is for the work that you did before you attended the crime scene in this matter.
That is correct, yes. Yebo. Lena ke ivelela njena ke ityala engena yakulo angokuba ngiye endaweni yesigameko emayelana ke neityala esikulo manje.
So this register does not reveal the number of cases you attended as we have testified in your examination in chief.
Register ena hayihlayisi nomoro ya di-case tse leng gore le wa ya go tsona jalo ka le wa thusa go patela ha.
From what we have read here.
Well, based on my mind or on my knowledge, the standby position is exhausting.
I accept that. So you were exhausted, Mr. Musi.
I think the misaligned entries is as a result of the fact that I had already outworked myself.
Okay. At what time, at what stage were you exhausted?
It was towards standby in Sunday afternoon, the 6th of the standby the following morning.
I was about to finish or complete my standby hours the following morning. That was towards
the standby from Friday, day and night, Saturday, day and night, anytime you tell a case, and it's exhausting.
From Friday, day and night, Saturday, anytime you get a case, that is exhausting.
No, Mr. Musi, just clarify this for the court. At what stage were you exhausted? We're talking about the 26th of October when you attended the crime scene. For the first time, you left and then you came back. So at what stage were you exhausted in these 3 stages? Or did you feel exhausted?
Especially by the weekend, it's really busy. It's too much.
I wouldn't be able to pinpoint a particular time. I'm just saying that the entire period in which one finds himself standby. Eastern is tiring as far as that is concerned.
Okay.
Eastern by song
There is no harm. There is no harm in that, Mr. Musi. I just wanted to get clarity that it means at the time when you attended the crime scene, from first time when you arrived and at the time when you came back, you were exhausted.
Tika ho kisa kanka puka di exhibit ho SAP 459 hore ke di puka ka kelelo e fresh ke avoid ho etsa di-entry tse
The previous night, I'm referring to the previous night that I had not been well rested.
Okay.
When I was doing the reconciliation of my documents.
It's noted, Mr. Mosia, that
it was for that reason that I could not do some entries on the SAPS 459 because I was avoiding such errors.
It's noted that you were exhausted, Mr. Mosia. Thank you for that. What is the reason? What made you to remove pictures from the working copy? You see the working copy that has been shown to you today.
Why I open a working copy in Why I open?
Do you know working copy?
Why it's about working copy? Yes, I know it.
What was the reason for you to exclude pictures that are contained in the working copy? And then more working copy.
Jwalo ka crime scene investigator dinepe tse ke di nkileng ke kgutla ke dule fatshe ke di arrange ke di marke ka tsela e ke utlwisisang ka yona.
Now, as a crime scene investigator, the photographs that I had taken, when I sit down and rearrange them in accordance with my understanding of how I took them for one.
So, Mr. Mosia, the exhibit of your photo album that you submitted before this court does not reveal the true evidence of the crime scene.
The exhibit
the one with 8 copies.
I
believe that they are reflective of the crime scene.
Not the true condition, the true evidence of the crime scene, the true condition of the crime scene at the time when you arrive. It's not reflected in your photo album.
Yes, I hear that.
Yes. And from the pictures, Mr. Advocate Zibanda, can you assist me? The pictures, they've been shown to you, but I'm just referring them to you. There are 2 pictures referring to, one, the cell phone, and the other one referring to the tin, Pelagon tin.
Cell phone,
You hid that information from the evidence that you submitted before the court. Or maybe just to rephrase the word hid, my lord, to say you revealed, you did not reveal that evidence depicted in the 2 pictures from the evidence that you presented before this court, meaning the cell phone and the Pelagon tin.
Litinilane le cell phone bopaking bona bo ileng hore wena bo tlisitse khutleng la dinyewe mona o jwang. Let me refer to the picture again.
No, Mr. Sibanda is going to ask you just, do you have a working copy with you?
That is Sibanda, only on a working copy.
Is there, Mr. Mosi, you can have a look at that.
Okay.
The cell phone and the Pelagon tin.
Yes.
Did you inquire as to whose cell phone was it?
Information ba kene hona kene batho ba itu ba batla di cell phone le tšhelete, and then it's a jalo gore ke botsitse gore ke ya mo problem.
I hope so. The first report was to the effect that there are intruders that go to the house and they demanded a cell phone for the money. Therefore, I hope that I did inquire.
And what was the answer that was given to you?
Cell phone was there.
Answer phone ya batho ba ne ba le ka tsho.
I think the answer was that this phone belongs to the occupants of the house.
But if that is true, what we are telling the court right now, you should have included that picture depicting that cell phone and give the explanation you are giving right now at the time when you are giving your evidence in chief.
Can I just refer to the document as well?
Okay.
Witnesses visiting through the document?
Ke batla ho etsa bonnete ba hore snepe se se appeara difotong tsa ka tsa bosiu or difotong tsa hoseng.
Now, I just want to ascertain whether this particular picture appears on the range of photographs that I have taken the night, or that it actually appears on the number of pictures that I actually took in the day or in the morning.
This is from your working copy, Mr. Mosi. If you can go through your working copy, and then it will also show you the time in which this picture was taken.
Working copy
ke nahana hore ke ile re tswetse pele ka crime scene re sebedisa SD card ya ka ya dinepe tsa bosiu ka nka SD card ka kenya mo crime scene management camera, then the continue.
I think that we proceeded with the taking of the pictures using my SD card. Took out my SD card and put it into the camera of the crime scene management team, and then we proceeded with the scene. Because this particular picture, I do not recall that it was a part of the compilation of the pictures.
My Lord, can I ask that we take this adjournment, my Lord, so that I can take through the witness through his pictures contained in the working copy, my Lord.
Yes, what time did you say?
It's 10 to.
So 4 minutes to 1.
2 o'clock then, Judge.
Thank you, my Lord.